Welcome to another AI in Finance, a demo of AI tools and how we can practically apply them to wealth management. So today I am walking through this tool for the first time with you all. I thought that would be the best way of doing it. This is a tool called Bland. I found it through some research. I've always been interested to find something that's a voice AI that can have a conversation. So a lot of it's around customer service, etc. And I wanted to figure out a way we could apply this within wealth management. So this is the tool. I want to hop over and I've signed up. It's free to sign up. And this is the inside portal. So I'm currently on this idea of send a call. So what I have been seeing or feeling that this could be used for is like a check-in or a meeting confirmation or data gathering or also sales tactics. If you have a call list, you can have a call, you can call someone. I'll show you around it here in a second. I'm going to copy this entire aspect, but I'll show you after we do this call. I'll show you more of it because I generated this prompt using ChatGPT. So if you click on one of these, it provides a prompt for you. And so I took that over to ChatGPT and I said, please make a prompt that is similar to these because I said, well, these work already, but I wanted to do X, Y, and Z. And so what I've done is I created a prompt for a meeting confirmation. So you are Brady, that's the voice here. You're calling existing clients about their meeting tomorrow with Matt, that's here. You have a friendly, human, unhurried tone. Here's your primary objective. These are the questions I want you to answer. Here are the guardrails, right? Compliance and security. Do not give financial advice. Never ask for social security numbers, etc. It gives a flow. I give some objections and etc. here. I give an example dialogue. And then if we scroll down, I say what the first sentence is. So I named a firm, wealth is important. You have all these different settings you can go through, right? How fast you want them to respond, what the tone you want. Do you want them to wait for a greeting? Do you want to have, certain words that are difficult to say and give them a pronunciation guide? Dispatch settings, right? If you want it to have it come from your own phone number, or you could buy a phone number and associate with your firm. How long do you want the call to be? You can upload knowledge into these things. So if it's like you're wanting them to answer questions and customer service, you can have like customer service. Like if it's new account onboarding or new account opening, etc., you can have that there. Here's some different things on the audio. You can determine if you want them to leave a voicemail or not. How you want the analysis. If I move this over here, post call, I have it sending me, I want it to send me a summary of the call with all the questions answered to Matt at yourwealth.com. So I can put that in there. Let's see if that one works. I've never tried this before. And then I got these advanced settings so you can request data from them. You could spend a lot of time in here. Again, I have never done this before, but what I want to do is I want to test it out with everybody here. So here's the phone number I want to send it to. This is the voice that I've chosen, and I'll show you in a second, you can upload a lot of phone numbers. You could probably connect this into a CRM. You can connect it into HubSpot, I know. So we're going to try it. I've got my phone here. I'm going to try to play it right here, and we're going to send this call and have it call me and see what happens here. So let's click send call, and we are waiting for transcript. So the call has been dispatched. So we're waiting for it to call in here on this side. I don't have anything here. So it's been forwarded to automated voicemail. So let's, because I have do not disturb on. So we're going to end this call. Let's go back. All right, so we're going to try to send this call. This is the number. I've never done this before. I've got my phone right here. We'll try it again. Let's see. We'll try this and see. So we're going to try this again. So we're going to try this together. I've never done it. We've got my phone. I'll put my phone up to here. We're going to see if this conversation works. We're going to do this all together. So we're going to send the call here. And now I'm waiting for it to be dispatched and come inbound to me.
Hi, James. It's Brady with Wealth is Important. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I'm calling about your meeting tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. with Matt. Is now a bad time? I'll be quick.
No, now's a great time. Thanks.
Perfect. First, are you still good for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the call. It should be great.
Great. To make tomorrow as useful as possible, I had a couple quick questions. What's top of mind for you right now? Any pressing questions you want to be sure we cover?
Really just to look over my financial plan and see how it's going and get another second set of eyes on it.
That makes sense. And if you could walk out with one thing tomorrow, what would it be?
Some clarity, I think. Really deep clarity.
Perfect. One last quick one. Everyone has a nagging worry about money. Totally normal if you had to pick one. What's the biggest fear or biggest worry for you these days?
I think it's simple. I think it's running out of it, right? Not having enough to live the life I want and just running out of money. That's the biggest fear.
Totally understandable. I'll make a note of that so Matt can prioritize it tomorrow. You're set for 10:30 a.m. Anything else you'd like Matt to know before the meeting?
Yeah, I just want to let him know that I've never been with a financial advisor before, so this is my first time coming in, and hopefully we can have a good meeting.
No problem at all. We'll make sure Matt knows that going in, and we'll make the meeting as smooth and helpful as possible for you. Thanks, Jamie. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jamie. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bye-bye. And just like that, I had a phone call with a AI assistant, and I built that literally with you sitting here. It took me about a minute and a half to build it. Could I make it better? Of course. And you can see the entire transcript. No, now is a great time. Perfect. First, are you still good for the call? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the call. It should be great. Really just to look over my financial plan. And you can see the entire transcript there. So we can now close out of this, and we can go back here. So there's a lot of options that we can make this better. Now, some of the interesting things that I saw was that we can also, make our own voice if we wanted to. So we could turn it into our own voice by creating a new voice. You could enter the name. You can make it male, female. You can drag and drop your files into here to create a voice clone like we've shown on 11 Labs and some other tools. You can do that in here as well. It only takes, max length of a minute. So it's not like you need a lot of audio to do that, which I think is super interesting. The other thing is that you have, so at the home aspect, at the home tab here, you have the ability to see that you can upload massive amounts of numbers. So maybe this is someone's role early in the morning. They upload everybody's meetings and who it's with, etc. And you can send the bulk calls at once. You can buy a phone number as well. You can make these more conversational if you need to. You can see all of the different call logs also. And the other cool thing that I found was they have these things called pathways. And pathways are basically roadmaps for your AI voice agent. And you can use these pathways. So here's like an appointment setter. And you can see how there is all these different areas that they go on that you create these nodes. So say hello to a customer name, introduce yourself as Angela, etc. And you have a knowledge base you can put, introduce, give a brief explanation, ask it. You can create these workflows. And these are different prompts, I assume. So if I click on edit node, these are different prompts. So you're using general common language to help guide these AI agents through what they need to go through. And each of these nodes is one of those things, aspects that I just did. That was just one back and forth. So here's the condition. You could spend a lot of time in here. And I think that there's a simple way of doing this. Is like, how do I just do simple, massive, scheduling calls or meeting confirm calls? That's maybe where you start, but then you can build into an outbound sales agent. You can buy a list of individuals and use this as an outbound sales agent. It can be running as long as you want it to be, and maybe you get a couple of people out of that. That's a really great opportunity. You can do it as just a check-in. I just want to call it check-in, see how you're doing. So I would start small, but I think that there's so much opportunity here that you have. And so when you go to send calls, just to show you, you can add your pathway here, right? When you add those pathways that we were just showing, you can add them here. And you can create your knowledge bases. You can have a widget. You can do text messaging as well. I feel that this is like, I mean, it's game changing in essence. It is scalable. And think about if you get your voice and you get it to be set up the right way, you find yourself in this ability to scale phone calls with your team. And I think that the beauty of this is that this is the worst that it will be. It's only going to get better. The voice agents are going to continue to get better. And so I think it's an opportunity, and we already have identified some ways for you to use it. So that was my first interaction with Bland. I'm super excited about it. I think it's a really interesting tool. I'm going to continue to play around with it. Hopefully you like it and continue to play around with it as well. So that's another AI and finance demo with Bland.